All right, so here we are. It's time to work on the Model A again. We had enough fun with Pooh Bear and everything else. I've spent this morning stripping out wiring, more wiring, and stuff out of this car that I do not need. So what we're gonna work on is getting the terminator wiring through that hole. Just kidding. You like my little drawing? So I purchased this cool little plate, bolts to the firewall from, I believe it's Sharpie Performance. Let me see. Yeah, Sharpie Performance. See right there? So the way this works, this bolts to the firewall like this. Then you have this two-piece right here that bolts to that. It gives it a real clean look. The main harness goes through there. Transmission harness goes through there. Bolts to the firewall. Works pretty good. Now, y'all are gonna see something on the Model A that I had an idea for. Not saying we're gonna do it, not saying we're not gonna do it, but don't fully expect it. But it's pretty cool. So there is two turbos hanging off of this thing. They are, I don't know. Just ignore that for now. I'm about to take them off. But I got the dash back from Powder Coat. I want to get a little, I don't know, what do you call it, the little rubber trim piece. I want to get that. I got the center console and stuff back, but I'm going to work on cutting a hole in the firewall and getting this nifty little thing bolted up in there. That way we can get the intake bolted on, and I believe the distributor's showing up in a few days. So we can start getting some steady progress done on this car again and get it up and going. So, like I said, I'm gonna work on cutting this. All right, now we got that bolted in there. See how it bolts up? That little piece goes on the front, wiring runs through. Clean, looks good. So now, we'll work on getting the intake bolted up because I want to make sure I can get all that stuff in there and done before I bolt on the intake. So now we'll get the intake on it and start cranking away at it, and then run the wiring through, do all that good stuff. And then on our way to firing it up without turbos. We're not putting turbos on right now. So I still got to mount the Dominator. We got a lot to do. Alright, as you saw, I pulled the old gas tank and I've come to the conclusion I don't like it no more. Actually, I really didn't like it to start with when I first did it, because it used to be a fuel cell. So whenever we redid it, it's always had like the old sump and stuff in it. I never really liked it. So I have some aluminum, I have a metal brake. So I went ahead and cut two pieces. I'm gonna get them bent up because we are doing the in-tank pump setup from Holley, and we don't need all that other stuff. So I'm gonna get these bent up, and then I'll get Clayton, like I was saying. So I'll get these bent up and kind of put into place, and then I'll get Clayton out here sometime this week. I need to cut some baffles and stuff so we don't have crazy sloshing, and I need to order a, no, actually I think I have one. Never mind, we won't order a float, but I think I have one somewhere for something, but I'll have to look. But I'm gonna get these in the brake. I'm gonna get these bent up. I mean, it's might as well, right? I mean, we're this far in the car, might as well. And there is the start of my fuel tank. I really don't know what to call it. I just know it's gonna be a tank. All right, so now Dominator's in. I moved the MSD box, solid state relays in, and we have wiring every freaking where. So we need to sort through all this wiring, figure out what we're gonna do, go from there. I've been hard at it. I didn't film a whole lot of it, but I think I got majority of the wiring done where we can test the starter and plug in the Pro Dash and put everything in, and then hopefully the starter works and power comes on to everything. If you look, I got the Dominator mounted. I got the MSD box, solid state relay. I don't have any of the fans or anything wired in right now. And fuse box and everything's in there. This is chassis harness stuff. I pulled all the fuses for but I believe we're ready to send power to stuff, which is a big thing. I got the distributors plugged in, coils wired in, everything's right underneath the intake, fuel pressure, fuel lines or anything hooked up. So really not worried about that right now. I need to make sure everything has power, everything powers up, and then I gotta go in and change parameters to accept the dual sync and everything else, and then I gotta set the dual sync and then put fuel to it and maybe fire it up. I don't know. I'm pretty sure this battery's gonna be dead, but I'm gonna put the dash in with the Holley or the Pro Dash, whatever. It's late, I'm tired. And once I do that, see if it has power. So let's give it a go. Yeah, hold it up.
This is heavy. I'm trying to use.
All right, let go.
Can I move this? Screw it in. So now what?
I guess Dad couldn't figure out what they're doing, so they're sleeping.
What?
What are y'all doing?
Nothing. Just trying to figure that out.
What is that?
It's my gauges.
It's huge.
You have to press on it. Press on it.
Is she teaching you how to do this?
What's the password to this thing?
I don't know.
Well, it's still all of YouTube. I don't think it says Holly enough on there.
Yes, there is. Holly, 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 Holly.
What do you want it to say?
Poopy head.
Watch it, buddy.
Or you're gonna get a whooping.
Does Daddy have red hair?
Yes.
Where? Where?
Alright. Plug wires we're going to use are these. Alright, so we got the spark plug wires made, as you saw me do that. And also, I went ahead and I rigged this up a fuel system. It'll work for starting the car. The only thing I got left to do now is I need to put fuel in that, check for fuel leaks, make sure nothing's leaking. And then, I need to loop the transmission together so it doesn't spray transmission fluid everywhere and then make a big mess, because I do that all the time. But yeah, let's put some gas in that and let's check for a fuel leak. Hopefully everything works. I got a good feeling about this. I feel pretty good. So, put some gas in that. That worked. We'll just put all of it in there. Just gonna drive her to town. That might have been too much, but you know, it's okay. Okay, let's stick this back in here. Look at that. It's like it's sealed up too. Alright, check fuel leaks. Crank it?
Crank it.
Yeah. Do it again. It's wet in there. I feel like it's just not cranking over fast enough.
Did you use another battery?
I don't know if I have it. How many voltage is it?
13.6.
Yeah, I let it start. Takes a while to start.
Sebastian's been out here teaching people how to work on cars. What? You messed up your timing because you was working on it.
Well, sometimes things just don't go to plan. It didn't start. So, what I'm thinking, this starter right here, it's not having it. I've had problems with that starter in the past, even when the car was before. Now, it's got more compression, more everything, more cam in it, and it's really hating life, and it's cranking. It's only cranking at like 90 RPM, something like that, so it's not gonna start. I'm gonna go ahead. I gotta order a starter. I called around, nobody around has a starter for it. So, I guess that's it for today. But it's close. I need to, like I said last time, I need to weld up the fuel tank. Thing in here is working pretty good. See, you kick on the key. Oh, battery's disconnected, so that's not gonna turn on. So I need to get a starter ordered. If this is a 3/4 offset or if this is a 3/8 offset starter. I'm pretty sure it's a 3/4. I had this one, thought I could throw it in there. Way too big. And then also the offset is off on that one. You get it? The offset's off. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah. I gotta get it started. So in the meantime, I'm gonna clean up some, and I have some other things I need to do and some other things I need to work on that y'all get to see. So I'm gonna get this started on order, and we're gonna put the Model A on hold for a couple days, which really, really sucks because I really wanted to hear it start. So, it is what it is. Till next time.